When we look at the Indian national flag, our eyes are often drawn to the deep saffron, the pure white, and the rich green. But at the center of it all, quietly commanding attention, is a navy blue wheel with 24 spokes. This is the Ashok Chakra, a symbol that carries centuries of history, philosophy, and moral guidance. It is not just a design element on the flag. It is a powerful reminder of movement, righteousness, and the eternal law of duty. The Ashok Chakra takes its name from the great Mauryan emperor, Ashoka, who ruled most of the Indian subcontinent in the 3rd century BCE. Ashoka was not always known for peace. In the early years of his reign, he was a fierce and ambitious ruler. His empire expanded through conquest, and his most famous military campaign was the Kalinga War. The war, fought around 261 BCE, resulted in massive loss of life. Historical records suggest that more than 100,000 people were killed, and many more were injured or displaced. The devastation of Kalinga changed Ashoka forever. After witnessing the suffering caused by his own ambitions, Ashoka experienced a deep transformation. He renounced aggressive warfare and embraced the teachings of Buddhism. From that moment onward, he dedicated his life to promoting peace, non-violence, moral conduct, and the welfare of his people. He began spreading the message of Dharma, a concept that means righteousness, moral law, and duty. To spread these values, Ashoka had inscriptions carved on rocks and pillars across his empire. These inscriptions are known today as the Edicts of Ashoka. One of the most remarkable structures from his reign is the lion capital at Sarnath. This capital, placed atop a pillar, features 4 majestic lions standing back to back. Beneath the lions is a circular wheel, the Dharma Chakra, or Wheel of Law. This wheel is the origin of what we now call the Ashok Chakra. Today, the lion capital of Sarnath is the national emblem of India, and the wheel beneath it inspired the symbol that appears on the Indian flag. The Ashok Chakra represents the Dharma Chakra, the Wheel of Law. In Buddhism, the wheel symbolizes the continuous cycle of life, movement, and moral progress. The 24 spokes of the wheel are deeply symbolic. They are often interpreted as representing 24 virtues or principles necessary for a righteous life. These include love, courage, patience, peacefulness, goodness, faithfulness, self-control, selflessness, truthfulness, and justice. Together, these values form the foundation of ethical living. The design of the Ashok Chakra that we see today was adopted during the struggle for Indian independence. Initially, the national flag proposed by leaders during the freedom movement featured a spinning wheel known as the Charkha, representing self-reliance and economic independence. The Charkha was closely associated with Mahatma Gandhi, who encouraged Indians to spin their own cloth as a form of protest against British goods. However, as India moved closer to independence, it was felt that a more universally representative symbol was needed, one that connected the modern nation to its ancient heritage. On July 22, 1947, just weeks before independence, the Constituent Assembly adopted the present form of the national flag. The Charkha was replaced by the Ashok Chakra. This decision was significant. The chakra symbolized law, justice, and constant movement forward. It reflected the idea that a nation must keep progressing and must never become stagnant. A wheel that stops turning begins to decay, and similarly, a society that stops evolving falls behind. The navy blue color of the Ashok Chakra is also meaningful. Blue represents the vast sky and the deep ocean, symbolizing limitless possibilities and depth. It suggests stability and truth. Placed against the white band of the flag, the chakra stands for purity guided by righteousness. The 24 spokes are often linked to the 24 hours of the day. This interpretation reminds citizens that righteousness and duty must be practiced at all times, not occasionally, not selectively, but continuously. The wheel is a call to action. It tells every citizen that life is about motion, growth, and ethical responsibility. Beyond the national flag, the Ashok Chakra also holds a special place in India's system of military honours. The Ashok Chakra is the highest peacetime military decoration awarded in India. It is given for the most conspicuous bravery, valour, or self-sacrifice away from the battlefield. While the Paramvir Chakra is awarded for bravery during wartime, the Ashok Chakra recognizes extraordinary courage in peacetime situations such as counter-terrorism operations or rescue missions. The name of the award itself reflects the values of courage and righteousness that Emperor Ashoka came to embody after his transformation. The philosophy behind the Ashok Chakra goes even deeper. In Indian thought, the wheel has always been a powerful symbol. In ancient texts, the Chakravartin was a universal ruler whose chariot wheels rolled freely across lands, symbolizing authority guided by justice. The wheel also represents time, constantly moving, never stopping. It reminds us that change is inevitable and progress is necessary. In a modern democratic nation like India, the Ashok Chakra stands for the rule of law. No individual, however powerful, is above the law. The wheel symbolizes fairness, equality, and accountability. It reinforces the idea that justice must remain at the center of governance, just as the chakra stands at the center of the flag. For students and young citizens, the Ashok Chakra carries a simple yet powerful message. Keep moving forward. Do not remain stuck in ignorance, fear, or negativity. Strive for knowledge. Stand for truth. Practice kindness. Be disciplined and responsible. The wheel teaches that life is dynamic and progress requires effort. The journey of the Ashok Chakra, from a stone carving on an ancient pillar in the 3rd century BCE to the center of the national flag in the 20th century, is a journey of values surviving across time. It connects modern India to its ancient past. It reminds us of a king who turned from violence to peace. It reflects the spirit of a nation that fought for freedom and chose justice as its guiding principle. Every time the Indian flag flutters in the wind, at schools, government buildings, international events, and on national celebrations like Independence Day and Republic Day, the Ashok Chakra turns silently in our imagination. It calls upon every citizen to uphold truth, follow the path of righteousness, and ensure that the nation continues to move forward. The Ashok Chakra is not merely a wheel. It is history carved in stone, philosophy woven into fabric, and duty placed at the heart of a nation. It is a reminder that power must be guided by morality, that freedom must be protected by responsibility, and that progress must always be anchored in justice. As long as the wheel keeps turning, in our thoughts, in our actions, and in our collective conscience, the spirit of the Ashok Chakra will continue to guide India toward a future built on peace, courage, and unwavering righteousness.